anniversary date, it didn't, and it had to, you had to take it by December 31st. Well, with a situation like this, we knew that sometimes it's impossible. The new book where we made the changes, we still went by the anniversary date, and you take it within the next year before your second anniversary date comes. But the 1st of January, you get with whoever and you tell them when you want to take it, but it has to be before your second year rolls around. I've got all the books, I've got the last 3 books right here. And the last book, I don't know why they've got the wrong book, but everybody got the wrong book but me. That's why I keep mine at home and keep up with it. But we did make that change and it's worked perfect. People put in when they want it, it's approved, they take the full time, and we move forward. So I don't know why we're going through all of this now to change it.
Because there are two people.
Well, I understand, but we can tweak our first year employees. And it's very simple. First thing, they're on probation for the first 6 months. They're not going to get vacation time anyway. They want to perform and do their proficiency to get their job. They're not going to ask off for 3 days just for fun of it. Probably not going to, unless they're sick, not even going to do that. So first 6 months you're on probation anyway. This is something I've thought about also. I mean, I thought about this 100 different ways. So after the first, we are speaking on first year people, first group right here. Well, after 6 months, she's already, and it'll only be accrued for the first year for them. She's got 20 hours already on her back if she stays a year. But she's after 6 months, she's not going to get a vacation there. So she's really got 20 hours in 6 months. And she's going to pick up 20 more by the end of the year. Let that person have her accrued time if she wants it. But then after that, anniversary dates and all, only thing the anniversary date is good for after that point in time is the date that when you roll over to 3 year, 5 year. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's the only time your anniversary date is any good after that fact. And the reason we keep using you, she came in on December 26th. Well, she just waited a year. Take your vacation by December 31st. She gets 4 days. That's all she got. She can't do it. Plus, if she gets a holiday in there. It's very, I think it's, we can iron this out very simply. And the rest of y'all would probably want to stay where you are because we have a very flexible vacation package. So that's my opinion. Now, y'all want to...
Can I ask Eddie a question? Eddie, why would you go through all this rigmarole that you said here and put out here for 2 people when it has worked in the past? Why do you want to have a different plan for new hires than what's been working great for the old ones?
Because it's not.
Because it does not work for Kay. It does not work for him.
Yes, they have a year to
Okay, okay, that's my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
The only way for this to work is for you to pair to leave it alone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's don't, no changes at state and city hall.
Betty is declaring that we don't have any input.
No, then we
That's
will
one
have
of
to
the
in
meetings,
December.
so everybody will have an input. Now, I'd like the employees to speak up like they did before.
So we haven't talked about it.
Well, normally after a year, after you get your 40 hours vacation, then you have a year to take it. But evidently, the way it is now, you got to take it by December 31st. Why can't y'all just do away with December 31st and just leave it like it is, like Miss Betty said?
Exactly.
I like that idea.
That's not a problem.
That's just my opinion.
But that's only one of the small parts of this. We haven't addressed a lot of it.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay, fine.
I want to know why I'm being made to take my vacation and my sick leave if I had any sick leave. why I'm having to use my vacation time that I wasn't ready to use. I don't want the city to take my money and say, you don't take it, we don't take it. No, that ain't right.
Are you talking about a time off without pay situation?
Yes, if it's my choice if I want to get paid for that vacation time or not, right or wrong.
Should be your
It
decision.
depends on the organization. There are companies that require.
No, let's stay with
Some
state.
require the other way. And I'm neutral on.
I've been here 25 years.
So if an employee needs to take off a half a day, they shouldn't be taxed or charged for a whole vacation day if they need to take that time off for the children.
If I don't want to take my vacation time to get paid for them, why should I get my time took away from me?
I think what he's saying is if he wants to take a short check for that pay period,
That's my choice.
that's his choice. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Exactly what I'm saying. What I'm getting done, I'm getting screwed.
There's different things to your question. As far as whether you can take time without pay to go to the doctor.
It ought to be anybody's choice to do that too.
Hang on for a minute, Frank. There's also the question of if someone is becoming unavailable on a regular basis because, they just decide that they want to take leave without pay every week.
That's an administrative issue, not a policy issue.
Yeah. And but that's, you're asking kind of a two-headed question,
So how's it set up now, Maya, where, say,
They don't do what they want to do.
how's it set up?
What?
If somebody needs to take off a half a day, do they have to take a vacation day or can they take time
Well,
off?
that's each employee's individual, per se, by the department head. But you can't, just let every employee request off without pay whenever they want to.
Well, can't they go
You don't
through
want
the
to go through
department
that.
head?
I mean, once in a while you do that, I think that would be okay with the
Not if
department
they're
head.
used to joining.
But you don't want all employees to say, oh, I want to take off today. Okay, without pay. Friday, I'm going to take off without pay. How are we going to get a workforce in?
If someone's regularly dropping below 30 hours because they're just.
Our regular work schedule is 40 hours per
We
week.
can't do that.
Well, I think what sorry for speaking up, what he's saying though, is if they want to request that day off without pay, they should have that choice. Now, if it becomes a problem with a particular employee, that becomes an administrative thing.
Right,
It's up to that administrative head to say, no,
Yeah.
we're not doing this every other week.
right.
This is a one in a million time thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
1 year, 1 there.
And we always agree with that. We you can build like your days off, sick time. You can build it up if you're one of these people don't ever get sick, don't want to use it. But there again, you get X amount of sick days. I don't know if you're sick now after a third day, I think you have to bring in a doctor's excuse, but if you want to take a personal day, and you don't even have to ask the supervisor. You get up that morning and just had felt bad, or just decided, I don't want to go. I don't know if you're sick, but it don't matter.
Well,
That was one of your 8 days.
here's where it gets.
Is that not true?
Everybody has children, and you can't bring an excuse in to work for your sick child. It's not going to count. So that's where the city needs to, stay out of it and leave it up to the department heads. Leave it up to, if somebody's abusing the situation or whatever, that needs to be addressed separately. But as far as policy goes, I don't have to take a doctor's note in for taking my son to the doctor. It just is what it is. It's paid time off.
I think that's.
They don't
pretty much
care.
the way it is it not?
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty much
just
it
already
is.
that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's a pretty simple
Yes,
system we got. We have a very flexible system.
we do.
much in my opinion. But back to the crew, y'all got the sheet. And
Let's let the employees back here have a voice.
We're getting back to what's right now.
I like it the way it is.
So, do you know what the accrual system is?
I mean, it'd be different if everybody started out doing that, the way everybody's got the time in now.
But are you aware of what the accrual system is? I mean, is everybody completely, because you haven't been briefed in it. I'm amazed that you all are already saying, I want to leave it the way it is, when you don't even know what the benefits are of going to the accrual system.
I take it that you're in favor of the accrual system.
I think it's something that you need to have, now, folks, I'm leaving in 8 months. I'm not benefiting, I'm not, somehow controlling you for the next several years. I'm gone. Okay? I want you to be treated fairly and be given options. Right now, your existing system, the leave you're earning this year, you do not get until next year. That's a bad deal, and you need to adhere at least to what the other alternative is before you make your decision. Now, if you don't want to do that, I'm done.
Okay, let's,
Don't we
Hang on a
accrue
minute.
our sick time right now? Isn't that accrued?
yes,
Yeah.
you can up to 200 and,
So we do have some accrual going on.
But most of your
but
leave
it's
is
just-
yeah.
vacation leave.
well, yeah, we're everything else stayed the same.
Right.
But yes, you're accrued, like I said, the person that wants to, keep their, 8 days a year, what is it?
8 hours a month.
Okay, 8 hours, but
One
anyway,
day a month.
and you go up to 270 hours.
No, 720.
Some of us, I got it back, I left it on reverse, 720 hours of leave time that you can get paid for that. But after that, you lose after 720 hours, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you can bill that much time, and that's money in the bank.
For sick time, for, medical leave or whatever reason.
No, you don't get paid for sick time.
Yeah.
Would you all like me to explain the accrual system? That's the big question. Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, currently, some of you, who are new, get roughly 40 hours a year of vacation. You earn it in your first year. They dump it on you January 1st or in other words, annually, all at once. You already earned it, but you don't get it until that day. An accrual system, literally every pay period you take, you get this accrued amount. It's exactly the same amount, okay? And that was just, the question was, am I not going to get my 80 hours this year, or my 120 hours this year, or my 40 hours this year? Yeah, that doesn't change. The question is it fair and appropriate that you earn leave, but you can't take that leave that you've earned until after that anniversary date, whatever it is? Is it January 1st?
Well, it's according
Whatever
to.
depends on the.
Yeah. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's just that anniversary date. Okay. If under the new system, or the possible new system, the accrual system, literally, you come to work here. Okay, you're earning 40 hours a year, but literally, it's every pay period. If you're a regular employee, it's different for police because you're on a 2-week pay period. But on every pay period, the roads people would get 0.7 days of vacation. After 2 pay periods, you've got 1.54 days.
Hours.
That's hours.
Hours, excuse me. One after pay period.
One pay period is
Yeah.
1.77
But
hours.
anyway, it all adds up to, once again, a new employee, 40 hours a week,
But how-
40 hours a year.
How's this gonna work on January 1st? I'm supposed to have 120 hours.
Okay.
How am I gonna
Once
accrue?
again, let me tell you how the accrual system works.
So I get 120 and then I start accruing on
The
top of that?
anniversary date doesn't matter if you're in the accrual system.
But
You
that
are
makes sense
allowed,
because
hang on,
we've been-
let me explain. You're allowed to accrue up to perhaps 2 years worth of leave. In other words, for a new employee, it would be 80 hours instead of 40 hours. It would be for someone who's been here since Methuselah, like Sam. It's 6 weeks, something like that. No, you get 3 weeks. So you're allowed to earn up to that, and it just I think that Sam is allowed to earn 120 hours each year. But he would be allowed to bank up to 240. Now, when you get to 240, anything beyond that, and that was he should be using his leave. It would drop off and be put in an account that he would be paid for at a later date, but he would be able to take it as
Where are we getting the 240 number from?
because he gets 120 hours a year. Sam does. He's okay. 240 is 2 years worth of hours.
Instead of cutting you off at 120 hours every year, you're allowed to have that 120 hours and accrue another 120 hours for the next year.
And that way we don't get into this
But once you
situation
get
that
that
is
2
tormenting
years
the new
of your
employees.
120 hours, you can't accrue any more. It's the same thing we used in Clark County. You accrue it every month. It's just with the new system, instead of waiting for that year to be able to use it, after your 6 months, what you've accrued is yours. What they're doing now is, I don't get any of my vacation time until November of this year, when I've been here a year.
Well, that's
Everything that I've worked for up till now
Right.
is null and void until then.
Correct. That's where we all was when we started.
Okay.
But he has to,
But
according to the manual that we're working out of, he
Well,
has to use.
according to
it
which
on
manual you're working out of, because
Yeah,
she says,
sure.
her manual says we can carry it over.
Yeah.
If you do this and you change this, you're gonna owe every employee at least a year that hadn't been here a year. Y'all gonna write us a check for that?
Might not be written a check, but it might
Well,
be.
how am I gonna get my money?
And once again, if you will let me finish telling you how a accrual system works.
The short timers aren't gonna get any, but everybody, I can do
No,
math,
no,
and I can do
John-
math pretty good.
John-
Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you.
Okay.
You're gonna owe every employee that's been here over a year, you're gonna owe me 40 hours. So are you gonna write me a check for it?
If that's adopted, yes. Maybe not
Some
writing a check,
counties
you might
that's
be given
why I
the
have-
leave, you might be
So
given
cost you
that
some.
initially, but folks, okay, once again, going back and looking at it, under the current system, if you have bank leave when you resign and you give 2 weeks' notice, they will cut you a check for the amount that you had earned in that leave. It's exactly what you're saying.
But I want my 40
again,
hours now.
yeah,
If they're going ahead and getting theirs, I want mine now.
I understand.
No.
Yes, yes, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, you've
I
already,
didn't interrupt you, so don't interrupt me.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
agree.
gonna allow them to have theirs, every employee here is gonna be, you're gonna owe them 40 hours.
I'm not arguing with you, Johnny.
So are you gonna pay us? Yes or no?
Well, the decision.
Yes or no?
I am not the decider. I'm trying to brief you on the option.
all right, and are y'all understanding this accrual system, our accrual system? Because Barry and I discussed it, and he was going to explain it.
Yeah.
I was going to try my best, but Barry and I
Yeah.
decided.
Yeah.
If y'all, are y'all understanding the accrual system, or do you really want to? Change is sometimes good. Sometimes change is not good. It's going on how you feel about it.
And Eddie and I have diverged, and this is why I couldn't answer your question. Eddie and I, we're working together on the accrual system. But the problem is, we ran into exactly what Johnny was talking about. and that was on the year that we transitioned between the traditional system, the existing system, and the accrual system. Well, remember I told you that right now you're earning leave, but you're not being able to use it. Even if you've got 8 years experience or 10 years experience, you're not allowed to use the year that you're earning right now until that anniversary date or January 1st or whatever it is, that magic date where the city gives it to you. But if you're on the accrual system, the leave that you have earned is yours. So in Sam's situation, because he's been with the city for a long time, he gets 120 hours a year of leave. He's already earned, part of it for this coming year. And on that anniversary date, he will be given 120 hours. But right now, if you have, let's say that we change over on January 1st to an accrual system, you would be provided the 80 or the 40 or the 120 is different depending on your seniority. You would be given that leave to take. In other words, you could have a week's worth or 2 weeks worth or 3 weeks worth depending on your seniority. But you would also, at that particular point, start accruing leave and being able to use leave. So during that year, you're going to have more leave. And this is the concern that Eddie has. You would have more than typically what you would have in leave for that year because you had the last of the withheld leave given to you at the beginning of the year, and then you would accrue as well during that year. So you would actually and once again, using Sam, he'd get the 120 hours at the beginning of the year, but he'd also, over time, he'd get another 120 hours during that year because we owed him that 120 at the beginning, but now we're accruing and they will be provided then. Does that make sense? Do you see why I'm saying that if we went this particular route, you won't when you retire, resign, whatever, and give 2 weeks notice and all that kind of stuff, you won't have a great big bank of leave that you'll have a check written for you because you already got it. But you're getting it now.
But then the following year,
only.
you're gonna have zero.
No.
Right?
On January 1st.
Yes,
but
the
you won't
following
earn-
year,
but
because
will-
you gave it
yeah.
all to me this year,
Yeah.
and I'm accruing and I'm using this year. So next year, I won't have that 2 weeks when I start January 1.
No.
I'll have zero.
Exactly.
So you'll
So,
start,
but only if you use it all.
you'll start accruing that year.
Yeah.
Yes, but
So-
you won't have
so
that 2
you'll
weeks.
start accruing your 2 weeks on January 1st.
Yeah.
Right, but these
And-
gentlemen
so
that are used
you'll-
to.
Yeah. But you see, you actually won't have zero because if you don't use all
Right.
of that leave,
I said if you use it all.
it will carry over. It's not like it is right now
I
where it's use
understand
it or
that.
lose it and there's no way that Brig can use all that leave.
But
Okay.
if these guys use it all, hang on, if
Okay.
these guys use it all,
Yeah, then they'll have to bank
come
it.
January 1, where they're used to seeing that 2 week paycheck, that 2 week vacation on their paycheck, it's gonna be zero because they've gotta start accruing fresh.
Okay, does anybody, or everybody kind of understanding the situation so we can move on?
Yeah,
So
I
we-
still gonna get paid for my first year of pay that I didn't get. And we're already got that.
And,
I got that.
Yes, you
If
did.
we go to the quarter, I know.
No, you're not gonna lose anything. You've already got that.
I mean, I'm not- we're not-
All right,
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
let's try to move on. I think most people should understand what's been explained. I work part-time, and I kind of understand that.
Let's take a vote.
Well, that's what, yeah, that's what y'all here for, yes.
All right, let's have a vote.
To stay what?
I'm not even going to stay with the existing system.
Who wants to stay with the existing system?
I do.
Okay, who wants to go with the credit system? Okay, majority rules
There
again.
you go.
All right, we've got that, sir.
Okay.
Thank y'all, folks.
Stay as is.
Y'all in town?
Please do.
Huh?
Okay, excuse me, I apologize. Y'all want to go by name? Do you want to do it by name?
Oh, yeah, we could.
I mean,
For the record?
yeah, let's do it like you do at the jury. I mean, I'm saying that.
Now, we're going with Miss Betty's book, that these two that were hired in November, December, have a full year to take that vacation, or if they gotta take it?
We got to tweak that. We're going to work on that.
Okay.
right now.
But yes, we want that resolved.
We want that resolved.